Best running back in the business is certainly the biggest. Right now, it's the most productive. Derrick Henry catching the pass from Tannehill.
That was a run, Kyle.
I know. They called it a run.
How about that?
That's huge, Nate. That could have ramifications. And look at the feet. Sweet feet. Boom, 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 boom. Reminds me of Jerome Bettis. Jerome Bettis was massive, out of the fastest feet in the business. Really quick feet, ladder drill type stuff. 140 yards in the first half. If not for Tyreek, we'd be geeking about that. Tannehill's going to run that one in. It was Tennessee all day. A little, what is it, George Gervin?
Yeah, felt like
that predates Tannehill for a while. Maybe Patrick Ewing. Now look at everybody goes this way, and Tannehill says, whee! Simple, easy touchdown. Well, don't dunk it.
Might be Karl Malone. I know it's Karl Malone.
Karl Malone, sure. Karl Malone used to take a long time on the free throw line. He used to talk to himself and say a prayer. There's a writer for the Tribune once who studied and did lip reading to see what Karl Malone was saying. 38-26. Hot rod. Uh-oh, don't kick it to that, man. This isn't an onside kick. A.J. Brown takes it and houses it because A.J. Brown.
See, this right here is like Jason Kidd at the free throw line because it's the kiss goodbye.
That's it. He would do the kiss. I remember Rip Hamilton would go round the back with the ball. That was wild.
Jeff Hornacek is wiping his brow.
Yes. Oh, disgustingly sweaty. This one was really never much of a game. It was Brown and Henry for the Titans. Missing DeForest Buckner was massive for the Colts. A great player. 45-26, though. And here is the head coach of the Tennessee Titans, Mr. Mike Vrabel, on what it took for his team to get that first place spot in the AFC South, everybody.
We were playing for first place. We were going on the road. We knew it was a tough place to play. Played them 17 days ago, and we knew it was going to be a challenge to start fast and finish stronger. Give the Colts a lot of credit. They had played extremely well in the second half of football games. It's a testament to them and their team. Just proud of the way our guys finished, though.
Colts could not contain Derrick Henry. Here's the AFC playoff picture now. The Titans move up into the division leaders column. Good for them. The Colts drop down into the wild card. Henry, Titans offense put on a show in this battle for the AFC South. Nate, what did you learn about both of these teams really in this game?
It was more about the Titans than it was the Colts, and I feel like Derrick Henry is the single most significant player in the NFL. I don't want to call him the most important or the most valuable. Sure, he's the leading. I feel like he should be in the league for MVP votes right now. But I'm talking about single most important. What do I mean by that? If you're a good quarterback and your receivers have an off day and drop the ball, you can't do anything about it. If you have a good defense and like Chicago Bears, you just don't have it that day, your team can't do anything about it. But Derrick Henry is playing so well, and he heats up this time of year. So imagine that. If history has told us that he's going to get stronger and faster as the weather gets colder and uglier, his game becomes more important. He is the single most significant player in the NFL.
Wow.
And if it wasn't for the Chiefs having this amazing comeback in that AFC Championship game last season, he would have ran his team right into the Super Bowl. So I feel like Derrick Henry, with the way that he is running and running through strong defenses, I know the Colts are missing a few guys. He is the single most significant guy in the league, and he could be the one that changes everything. I don't care how good the Chiefs are. If you can't stop Derrick Henry, which they did, I'll give him credit for last year, but this seems like a different, even more motivated.
It's a good take, Nate. It is. I mean, we saw the Chiefs lose Matt Mahomes last year. They kept their head afloat. They kind of did their thing. If Derrick Henry just evaporates from the Tennessee Titans, do they have a team? Who's his backup? Jeremy McNichols? It's not like this Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt situation. He is the franchise. It's awesome. And I just keep coming back to this with all these teams. I don't care what happened in September and October. The Titans lost to the Bengals. Who cares? Right now, from Thanksgiving around the bend, who's playing well? They may see the Colts again in the playoffs. The Colts might not make the playoffs. Scan the team, scan the tape, and find who's playing well right now. The Titans, you have to count them in it. They had their rough spot. They recovered. They stopped the bloody nose, and now they're hammering people. Scary, scary team. I think they're a top 5 team you do not want to play right now. I do.
Tannehill's great. Henry's great. A.J. Brown is unbelievable. I was texting with folks on the Titans coaching staff, and they all were like, talk about David Kessenberry.
Okay.
Talk about Kessenberry. Okay, sure. What? David Kessenberry has been in the league since 2013. Started his first game ever of his career yesterday at left tackle. You know, they've been out at Taylor Lewan.
Yeah.
Was outstanding. But guys, David Kessenberry is a player who has overcome non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, a form of cancer that originates in the lymphatic system. And this is a long journey for him. 2013, had a season-ending foot injury. 2014, has trouble breathing and has had fatigue. is diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, fights all the way back. 2017 ends up with the Texans. 2018 comes over to the Titans. All this time, he had never started an NFL game. Started at left tackle, protecting the blind side and creating holes for Derrick Henry. This is a cancer survivor who is on maybe the best team in the AFC right now, and he is starting at left tackle for this team with Taylor Lewan out.
One of the best running performances of
and
the
one of
year.
the best running performances we've seen all season. So I am so fired up with this guy right here, David Kessenberry. And if you're a Titans fan, there are so many stars and stories on this team. That one might be the best of all, though.
It feels like it was just yesterday that we were showing him
Ringing the bell.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Getting those treatments. Another game in the AFC.
Highlights.
Let's go to Niners-Rams.
Okay.
Why don't we do that one here? Niners fans saying, when are you going to talk about the Niners? When are you talking about the Niners? Trust me, guys, we're going to talk plenty about the Niners because it might have been the win of the weekend for anybody. Here's Jared Goff looking, Javon Kinlaw, the rookie, wearing that DeForest Buckner 99 and carries it in for the touchdown. Remember, everyone was hot on the Rams last week. They beat the Buccaneers. They have this defense with Jalen and Darius Williams. Jalen Ramsey, a bad offsides penalty, sets up an easy Robbie Gould field goal. And going into L.A., the faithful are excited because the Niners are somehow still alive despite all the injuries. By the way, Deebo Samuel yesterday, incredible. 5-6.
I know the record doesn't reflect it, but you got to consider Kyle Shanahan for Coach of the Year with what he's doing.
Four straight wins over the Rams now.
Yeah, no doubt about it. All right, rookie wide receiver, Wake Forest, Kendall Hinton will start for the Broncos because a lot of guys were on the COVID list as it pertains to the quarterbacks for the Denver Broncos. Taysom Hill keeps it. He was fantastic. Like, who cares that he hasn't thrown a TD pass? He doesn't need to. He's that good of a running quarterback. But it was a struggle for the Broncos. My guy Kendall Hinton, he tried his best. It just didn't work out. He was 1 for 9, 13 yards, 2 interceptions. But I think one of the guttiest performances I've seen this year by a guy just thrown into the flames. The Saints would win this one 31-3, though.
What happened?
Yeah, so Saturday afternoon, the Broncos get the news that not only Jeff Driscoll, who's tested positive for COVID-19, but the three other quarterbacks, Bortles, Rippon, and Locke, are all going to be not used anyway. So you know the story about Kendall Hinton. He woke up on Saturday morning. He was a practice squad wide receiver. He wakes up Sunday morning. He's starting an NFL game. What you might not know is Saturday night, the Broncos made a real push to the NFL to see if Rob Calabrese could play quarterback. Who is Rob Calabrese? Rob Calabrese is an assistant coach with the Broncos who had been taking snaps on Saturday, had tested negative, and knew the playbook inside and out. He's a quality control coach. He played a little bit of quarterback at UCF in the early 2010s. Like at 2012, he was the quarterback for UCF.
Looks like a baby.
Calabrese has been an assistant. He was coaching at Wagner in Staten Island a couple years ago and has been an assistant with the Broncos the last few years. He took the snap. So they make a plea to the NFL. Say, hey, we're out 4 players. We don't have any other quarterback. Rob knows the offense. He's played quarterback in college 10 years ago.
It's a Disney movie.
Can we do it?
Dumb.
And the NFL said, no.
Why, though?
Because
we can't open that box.
And guess what?
Well, let Kendall Hinton play quarterback?
Because your quarterbacks are to blame for not being played. We're not going to reward you with this opportunity.
Okay, I didn't think about that.
So if they did open the box,
Sure.
but people might not even know how. I mean, they actually made the call to the NFL, like, given the situation, is there a way Rob Calabrese could save the day? The NFL is like, get out of here.
Did that call start with, hear us out?
Hear us out.
Just let us finish our spiel.
Don't hang up.
Don't hang up, please.